So I do think it's worth noting that during this period, you're going to team up with Johnny B. Bad and Dustin Rhodes on WCW Saturday Night against the Blacktop Bully, Barry Darsow, Bunkhouse Buck, and Dick Slater. I don't think we're going to have a ton of opportunities to talk about Johnny B. Bad here on the program. So now's our chance, Jim. What did you think of him and his Little Richard gimmick?
Yeah, I mean, he did his deal. I didn't mind it one way or the other. He was actually barred my 2x4 a couple times to stand on for interviews.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Not a tall guy, I take it?
Not a tall guy. Yeah. Of course, a lot of guys had loaded boots back then, they're a lot taller in the ring than they are in the shower.
Look at like those 2-inch lifts in there.
And then on the outside, they got the 2-inch heel, and then they got the 2-inch lifts on the inside. I'm like, holy shit.
It's like giants with their boots on.
Jake.
Oh, no, not Jake. I don't know. I'm still around Jake. I'm like, look at the size of this guy.
Yeah, Jake's a tall guy, man. Yeah, he is.
Yeah. Well, Dustin Rhodes, of course, Dusty's son, and at Uncensored, both Dustin and Barry Darsow are going to get fired when they blade during their match. Dustin recently took to social media and said that he was given permission to blade by Craig Leathers, and he said that WCW is just trying to clear out a few contracts during this period because they were paying so much money to Hogan and his buddies. So you're working with Dustin quite a few times during these days with the company. What did you think of him and his work?
Any of the second generation guys, Dustin grew up in the business. He was good. He was a good wrestler. He knew the psychology. He knew the ring work. He knew how to do the interviews. He was just a good wrestler. He'd been successful, he's just one of those guys. Like Jake grew up in the business. He grew up and he was good. But I never ran with it. That's a different generation. I ran with his dad. That's my line. In the WWF, which was my heyday, I wrestled Dusty, DiBiase, and Orton. In the WCW, I wrestled Dusty's kid, DiBiase's kid, Orton's kid. First, I beat up the old man, then I beat up the kid.
Well, now that you're under a Legends deal, you might just get another shot at Cody.
I do that with the Rock. I wrestled with the Rock's grandfather. High Chief Peter Maivia. I wrestled with a Rock father, Rocky Maivia, and I may get the Rock at WrestleMania.
All right, let's do it. That's a
no chance in hell, right? Yeah. Rock gets the door for me, Mr. Duggan. Good to see you, sir. I tell you, Rock. He knew me.
Have you spent much time around the Rock, or not so much?
Not much, but enough to visit with him. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think I told you the story. We were at the Superdome years ago at WrestleMania. Me and one of my daughters, Celia and Deborah, were in the bowels of the building heading to the catering. And all of a sudden they were running Rock from one event to another, and Rock busts through the door to go through the next door. He looks over and goes, "Whoa!" He stops, and they're like, "Oh!" He goes, "No, I'm going to say hello to Hacksaw and his family." And he came over, and my daughter's like, "Oh."
Man, good dude. How about that?
Yeah, he was a good dude. He really was, yeah. And my other daughter didn't come downstairs. She stayed upstairs and watched the show. And she's like, "I didn't beat the Rock."
Oh, I was good. She must have been
not
bummed.
that they ever rubbed it in, right? Daughters. Well, you got what? We got one daughter and a boy, don't you?
I've got 2 little girls. So
well, you'll know then. That's right. Yes.
Yep. It's me in a house full of girls just like you. So it should be interesting couple of years coming up.